in the main, just do what you've got to do, prepare what you've got to do, and then otherwise, I keep saying, if we played Brazil, who would I worry about? Fucking all 10 of them. So I forget whoever's playing, whatever. My game was based on intimidation. So I try and take positions up where I try to get them to do stuff without doing anything. So if they had a corner and I thought, well, I've clocked his signal, it's near post. If I went and stood on the near post, something like that, I waved to the fellow on the corner flag. He's now got a choice in his head, hasn't he? Does he put it in there, knowing I'm stood there, or does he do something else? You have to put a doubt in their mind. Well, I could do that, doing that. So for me, it was just about trying to get people to do what I wanted to do. With the clever ones, it's great because it's like a real chess match. Yeah. Like Bergkamp and writing and people like that, really good, because you think actually you've got to be right on top of your game here because you know what they're thinking and they know what I'm thinking. So it's a game of cat and mouse or chicken at times. So I remember Bergkamp coming along. We played Arsenal down at Highbury and he was coming along and he was getting closer and closer, and I thought, I ain't fucking moving. I'm not moving. There's no way I'm moving. So I just stood there and stood and stood. And eventually he hit my legs. And I didn't do nothing but stand there. And that's really hard to do at times, but you have to keep saying to yourself, stand. The ones that smash it, if you get a touch, you've got a chance of saving it. The ones that try and place it and do something else, they're harder because they're thinkers. Your goalie has got to win your
points
games. He'll lose you a couple here and there, but he's got to win you more games than he'll lose you. And he's got to make an impact. Because all you've got to move the players is your voice. Right, it's like a teacher. If you ever see a good teacher, they use the tone of the voice all the time. And it'll control everything. You see a good coach, control the tone of voice, will control the speed of the session and how it goes. I'm playing with you as a back three.
Yeah.
I might give you a bollocking because you can take it.
Yeah.
I might encourage you and I might be able to leave you alone.
That's probably how we go.
Yeah. I don't mind people who cost you games if they win your games. And I don't mind people making mistakes as long as it's not the same mistake. And a sign of a good one is you make it once, maximum twice, and then you never make that mistake again. Some of my best saves have been on my face. So I've made a save, and as I'm getting up, he's at the ball and it's hit me in the face and gone wide. Everyone goes, oh, fucking great save. Yeah, fine. It's me in the face and goes wide. And I make another save where I just throw myself in the top corner, which is the best. It doesn't matter, does it?
True. Yeah, same result.
At the end of the day, the result is all I'm after.
Down to the mental side of the game, like how important is it to get in the right frame of mind as a goalkeeper? Because it's a very different position.
So I looked at all the sports. I looked at the reason I wore a black shirt was because I thought if we're playing, we play predominantly in winter. It's usually dark, so ball comes into striker. He looks where I am. He's got to take another look. Might buy me half a second.
Oh right, okay, that's interesting actually, because they went the other direction, didn't they? Bright colours,
so you can be seen.
So you know,
fucking brilliant.
Supposed to be making
not a rescue service, are they?
How important is it to keep that like high level concentration?
Oh, yeah, but you don't.
Maybe only called win to win.
It's impossible. Anybody says they do is a fucking liar. I used to try and use traffic lights, so I go green in when it's their area, amber when it's around the middle, red when you cross the halfway line.
I like that a lot.
Otherwise, I'm like,
yeah.
And I'm sure Rob Green, when he played in the World Cup for England, let that goal in.
Yeah.
Over-concentrated. So he had a complete blank because he was trying to focus too much. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard, and you have to keep looking. I looked at every sport I could. I looked at every kind of edge I could get. I used to mix my own oils. I used to find my own stuff to eat. I'd look at the sports. How does a golfer keep his concentration between hitting one ball, walking 200 yards, or whatever it was, and then fucking hitting another ball? How does he keep that concentration? I played, I think, about 1100-ish, something like that, and I think that's fucking good.
Yeah.
So you know, that's my learning zone. Now they play half with their education.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's what and they miss out on. You know, I tried to. If I didn't play the game for the first team, I used to go fucking bananas. Just go knock on the door and say, "Why the fuck aren't I playing?" So even at shitty cups, I was playing every game because I thought, well, I don't know when it's going to end. And if I'm in a good run of form, why are you trying to break my stride?
Yeah,
true.
Why would you break my stride? You know, So I just go and knock on his door saying, I want to fucking play. And he go, and he knew I'd be a fucking nuisance if I weren't.
You obviously wouldn't have this issue, but if you let a couple of rubbish goals in, it gets you a
I've
bit
let
down.
loads of rubbish goals in, mate.
And
Loads.
then obviously when you make a couple of good saves, it gets your confidence up again, and then you can feel at times unbeatable. Then you feel that you got that kind of confidence.
I let a
behind
goal
you.
in Norwich. Somebody had a shot from 25 yards away, went through my legs, and I thought, fuck. Well, I didn't realise it stuck in the mud behind me. And somebody run from about 20 yards and tapped it in. Did it at Chelsea, and I felt fucking fantastic. And I got sent off. So I try never to get there, and I try never to get there. I can't change history. If something's done, something's done. So just move on, do the next thing properly. If you fuck that up, do the next thing properly. So it's a process of getting to just do what I want.
Yeah.
And if you keep having a bad time, then I just went, I'll tell you what, fuck the result, fuck everything else. I'm not going to die. I'm just going to go out and enjoy myself.